Hello, and a warm welcome to everyone joining us for the webinar Unlocking Innovation with 3D Experience, a smarter way to collaborate. My name is Clinton, and I'm from the SolidWorks Marketing Department. So we know your time is valuable. So we have designed this webinar to be packed with actionable insights and practical examples. Today, we'll show you how to leverage the platform's collaborative capabilities to accelerate your projects, reduce errors, and ultimately bring better products to market faster. To help us navigate the nuances of 3D experience, we have a true industry expert with us, none other than Mr. Ganesh from Simtek. Mr. Ganesh has a wealth of experience in implementing and optimizing 3D experience solutions, SolidWorks solutions. So he'll be sharing real-world examples of how businesses are using the platform to drive efficiency and innovation. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Ganesh. We're excited to hear your insights.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Clinton. Thank you for your warm welcoming intro. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this webinar on 3D Experience SolidWorks. My name is Ganesh, and I'm excited to share this presentation with you. I have around 2 years of experience in this product. So today we'll talk about how 3D Experience SolidWorks makes design and teamwork easier. So stay engaged. Let's get started. Let me give you an overview of today's agenda. First, we will start with an introduction to Simtek. So the company bringing you this webinar. Next, we will discuss what 3D Experience SolidWorks is and how it helps business and designers. After that, we had a quiz. So there will be a reward. The winners will receive a voucher. So stay tuned until the end. Then we'll explore the real world workflow using a 3D Experience SolidWorks with a biodot, one of our SolidWorks customer. So we will see the workflow, how it's applied to the product. Then finally, we'll cover with the key benefits of using 3D Experience SolidWorks. Before we dive into today's session, I wanted to start with a question. So what is the future of design? So there are many possibilities. Keep this question in mind. At the end, I will reveal the right answer. Okay. So let's move on to our first topic. Let me introduce Simtek, our company. So Simtek is a leading engineering solution provider, helping business and streamline their design and manufacturing processes. So we offer a range of services, including CAD, CAE, 3D printing, reverse engineering. So with our expertise, we help companies adopt the latest technology to stay ahead in the industry. So Simtek is proud to be a part of Sasa Group. We have multiple branches to support businesses across different regions. So our main branch is located in Chennai with additional offices in Coimbatore and Kolhapur. So with a strong foundation and experienced team, Simtek continues to grow and innovate in the engineering industry. So now let's take a closer look at what 3D Experience SolidWorks is and how it can benefit you. 3D Experience SolidWorks is more than just a CAD tool, it is a platform. So that connects design, data, and collaboration in one place. Let's compare with the traditional design tools with the 3D Experience platform. So let's talk about how difference between using a separate product and an integrated platform. In traditional design workflow, we use multiple tools for different tasks. So example, Google Drive for saving files, emails for communications. So then local software installation for CAD and design works. But this approach can lead to disconnected workflows, version control issues, and inefficiencies. With 3D Experience SolidWorks, everything is integrated into a single platform. So like design, communication, collaboration, and data management all are connected. So team members can access real-time data from anywhere. No need to switch multiple tools. Everything works together in a single platform. So this is the main advantage of using a 3D experience. So connected products in a unified platform results into a collaborative work environment. This helps teams work more efficiently, reduce errors, and improve innovation. So now coming to this, 3D Experience SolidWorks offers much more than just a CAD. It provides a complete set of tools for modern product development. Whether you see in this slide, not only the CAD product, along with 3D CAD, you can get data management, collaboration tools, flexible name user license, manufacturing integrations. So these kind of by bringing all these capabilities together in one platform, 3D Experience SolidWorks helps business work smarter and faster. So the core of 3D Experience SolidWorks is 3D CAD. SolidWorks has maintained as a leader in mainstream CAD due to its robust ability to model complex parts, assemblies, and detailed drawings. So how is 3D Experience different? Let's start with how it is same. So it includes the same industry-leading 3D CAD SolidWorks. It is still installed locally on your PC. Each user can easily install the software by logging in and just clicking the SolidWorks icon. So once installed, the software will automatically be kept up to date. The new releases and new functionality become available. So user will create part assembly and drawing files using SolidWorks on their local PC. Traditionally, these files have been saved on a local file server. But what if the file server was on a cloud and is specially designed to help SolidWorks users? This is the change that creates new possibilities for productivity, collaboration, and innovation. So if you are saving your data to a server on 3D Experience platform, you can take the full advantage of the cloud. Let's take a look at some of the benefits now. So let's start with the licensing. Can the cloud help with the licensing? Yes. The traditional CAD license is logged to a specific computer. So what if you need to access your software in a different computers? You would need to purchase 3 software licenses, one for each computer. Or you would need to invest in an on-premises server to manage access to a shared license. But with 3D Experience SolidWorks, allows a single user to install and access SolidWorks on multiple computers. This is one of the main advantages. So speaking of security, security is a big challenge. Beyond just the user computers, companies have to secure their file servers, backup file servers, and if they have data management or other database driven softwares. Traditionally, the responsibility of securing this data has fallen on you. Not only do you need to secure the data, but you also need to enable secure ways to share it. In order to succeed in today's competitive environment, it is critical to be able to leverage resources outside of the wall of your organization. So we have all heard personal stories of small or even large companies suffering cyber attacks or having their data held hostage. So with the 3D experience orders, Dassault system takes on the responsibility of securing your data. So and we have a large team dedicated to security and staying ahead of the latest threats. So securing data is extremely important, but not only the data we are securing. So how we are managing it. One of the challenges in today design environment is managing part assembly drawings revisions. So it is important for everyone on the team to know which is the latest revision. So without a data management tool, designers usually uses additional suffix to the file names or creating archive folders for past revisions. This can be a very difficult and this is difficult for drawing references can be easily broken. So these kind of the problems are we are facing. So 3D Experience Auto solves this challenge by including simple revision management right out of the box. No database servers needed, no administrator setups. So it is a simple, easy to use. When you open a file, you can lock it, let everyone know you are working on it. So the way two people don't end up editing the same file. When you save, it automatically gives you a file and initial revision. So seeing this, there is a revision A1. When you modify the part and save it again, you have an option to create a new revision and add a revision comment also. It is a super easy and is available right in the Save As dialog box itself. So saving the part updates the revision to A2. You can see that In the screenshot, the file is in work maturity state, and this means that the file is currently in work. So the revision is changed to A2. When all of your changes are complete, just click release, and this let everyone on the team know that the revision is the latest. All of this functionality comes out of the box, so no additional cost, no additional hardware or setups required. So in 3D experience always, you can easily manage your data, but designers and engineers are also need way to securely share the data with others. So there may be stakeholders outside of engineering, like purchasing or management. So it could be external manufacturers, suppliers, or even an employee that work from home. Easily sharing data can be a challenging if you have saving the file in a local file servers. So this traditional environment makes it difficult to involve others in the product development process also. So let's say a designer need to collaborate with an external manufacturer or other outsiders. So what tool do they have to do that? We can see companies using email, Dropbox, or some other cloud-based file storage to solve the problem, and they create several new ones. So they introduced additional security concerns also. Probably the biggest issue is creating multiple copies of the file. So once you created additional copies, you need to ensure that everyone is working on the latest revision. And then when you get feedback or edits from the team, you have to pull all that information back together and modify or replace the original file. So let's replace all those file sharing tools with one unified cloud storage platform. That is the 3D Experience platform. So as you are working to save on one central location rather than sending zip files through mail or uploading copies to Dropbox, you can just share a secure link. This has many advantages. You don't have all of those copies to keep track of, or you don't lose control of your intellectual property because you have revoke access at any time. So these are the several ways to share data with 3D experience solvers. So we can help you choose the latest method based on your needs. So another benefits of 3D experience platform is being able to access your data anywhere on any device. So maybe you are on site with a customer or you want to pull up your design and have a review with them. No problem. Just grab your phone or tablet and view and mark up the model. So this is also one of the main advantage of 3D experience platform. Next, let's see, take a look at the capabilities in more details. To do that, we are going to focus on a design comes from a SolidWorks customer, Bioadapt. So Bioadapt is a company that designs, manufactures, and distributes high-performance lower limb prosthetics. So components that using for action sports and other similar activities. They are one of our SolidWorks customer also. So let's take a look at capabilities in more details. To keep things simple, I'm just going to focus on two engineers and especially how they collaborate together using the tool in 3D Experience SolidWorks. For the first part of demonstration, we are going to take a look at the topics. So that will familiar to many of you. So part assemblies and drawings, but more importantly, how the 3D Experience Cloud platform pulls all of the information together, providing one single source of truth. So let's take a look at how Eric, he is one of the designer and engineer working in the existing project. So using 3D Experience SolidWorks, he collaborate with team. So in the single platform. Let's start in Eric's 3D Experience dashboard. So Eric's login into 3D Experience via his web browser itself. So the dashboard provides Eric with some powerful productivity tools that enables him to keep track of design projects information, or in fact any information he chooses to display related to his day-to-day work. So it is one platform with all information in one single page. So on the left hand side, you see the dashboard can view Biodab design team's collaborative design community where he can keep track of his team's process as work on Motoni and VF2 food designs projects. So Eric can also view designs in the 3D play like e-drawing in the SolidWorks in a web browser itself. So Eric can see that in the community, Debbie has posted some feedback on whether the existing Motoni design needs to be improved based on the testing, especially the area around the lower bracket and the pin. So community is a powerful way of capturing the evolution of any design projects and provide Eric and the team with a complete history of decision making process as their designs develop. So next, Eric needs to make some changes to the design in the SolidWorks. To open assembly, he can simply drag and drop the assembly into SolidWorks straight from his web browser. So just like you might use to join today's with a Windows Explorer. So the assembly is downloaded and open at the same time. That's how connected these tools are. So that's one way of open a project. Of course, you can open with the open from inside the SolidWorks section also. So now for those who have not seen the SolidWorks before, with SolidWorks you can create designs fast, simple, start with the sketch and extrude it. So our customer love the whole wizard also. So it's like having a machinery handbook right inside of our design tools itself. So Eric extruded about the midplane, then started building in detailed features like fillets. These are the tools and SolidWorks. So next, let's take a look at how Eric can quickly document his new design with a 2D drawing. Starting with the drawing template, Eric can just drag out of the same projected views and isometric views. So annotation and dimensions can be pulled through from the model, so Eric does not have to recreate them all over again. Next, Eric needs to do little more design work on the part. This bracket connects the VF2 foot to the motor itself. So Eric needs to design a way of connecting the two together into this bracket. The way Eric's going to do this is by adding a hole to the bottom. But rather than reinvent the wheel, he is going to use some geometry from an existing design. To find the existing design, it's going to search through the existing content on 3D Experience platform, but right side in the SolidWorks itself. So Eric does not know what is the part number or where it was stored, but he does not know, but he knows the name lower bracket. So directly from the search results in the SolidWorks taskpan, Eric can drag and drop open the old part. Rather than do that all extra works, he used standard SolidWorks functionality, just drag and drop to copy the features he wanted to reuse. So after copying and placing the feature, he can go back to the associated drawing, which will update it automatically to reflect the changes. And you can see he's added a section view and updated some of the annotations. So next, Eric going to save the drawing to the 3D Experience platform and share it with the rest of design teams. So 3D Experience also knows that the drawing is new, so that there is a associated parts that's been modified. So then it's owned by Eric, which means no one else can make changes to it at the same time. Now he is saving the current drawing file. After you save the file, you can check the green check mark indicating that the file is now up to date in the latest changes. So and remember that the management of your data with 3D Experience Solvers is built in. You don't need a server in-house. You don't have to install any complex database softwares. So let's get back to the bracket redesign project. Eric needs to get this new part into the assembly. So now Eric's going to need to add a shoulder screw, but instead of modeling up a new screw, he's going to search the design part library on the 3D Experience platform itself, like he did before. So now the results are filtered down to just two, from where he drags it into the assembly, which will also download it from the cloud to his workstation. What really important here is that even though Eric started in his web browser dashboard, while developing his new design, he could also do everything from a SolidWorks 3D Experience taskpan itself. He doesn't have to remember or know whether the files are stored, so it is easy to use the existing model. Also, If you remember back to the Davis post in the community, Eric was asked to check for interference or collision while the design is moved through its range of motion. With a complicated mechanism, it can sometimes be tricky to spot these issues. So one of the main great capabilities in SolidWorks is the ability to detect interference or in the case of collision. So in this case, Eric's going to do some real-time collision detection by simply moving some of the parts around. So as you can see, it stops at the collision point. So he clearly sees that interference, he cuts the cross section, and but you can easily do this kinds of check at any time. So using SolidWorks, it's really quickly and easy to these kinds of design checks. So finally, Eric need to update the assembly documentation. To do that, he is going to search for and open the assembly drawing using 3D Experience search. Now, while Eric is working, the session information in the 3D Experience taskbar is going to keep him updated with the status of all the paths. In this case, he can use the paths are released. The paths he changed are now flagged with the orange disk icon. So Eric can't change released items, but he does have permission to bump. So he moves all of the items he changed onto a revision B. At the same time, he can also some commands so that others can easily see what changes at a glance. As soon as Eric hits save, the assembly drawings and the change reports are saved back to the cloud. So when completed, the status of all changed items updated with the green check marks. So clearly showing that they are now all up to date. With 3D Experience orders, you have full history control, full revision control, built-in design lifecycle. So you know what parts are released in work and pending reviews at all times. This is all out of the box functionality with no extra IT overhead required to configure servers or databases. So you see now how Eric's used 3D Experience Outlook's connector to the cloud to create and document the new bracket design. Now let's take a look at how Eric's colleague Megan uses some of the other capabilities in 3D Experience Outlooks. So Megan spent a lot of time traveling to meet design partners and suppliers, so she didn't want to carry a bulky workstation laptop. However, she uses a small laptop, but within a browser, he can design the models. So starting in Megan's own 3D experience dashboard, she can see the design community. Her project manager has asked her to help to design a new linkage for a VF2 food. So while she is out on the road working on a light laptops, Megan uses 3D Creator Road to design a new linkage. So 3D Creator is a next generation of SolidWorks, providing a completely web browser-based 3D design environment. You'll notice straight away as Megan gets started with the user interface is very similar to SolidWorks desktop. So it has many of the same icons. The methodology of building a design works the same way. So shortcut toolbars and context sensitivity menus provides all the right from the SolidWorks itself. So all of the day-to-day 3D modeling features you expect from a product ready tools are there. Just like that, it is a matter of minutes. Megan's created a new design that the team can use the VF2 food assemblies all working in a web browser. So with the linkage part complete, it needs to be added to the assembly in SolidWorks. So Eric's working back at the office. So Megan needs to notify the Eric what he has done. So traditionally, there were sending an email as an attachment while it's a break in communication. So if the paths gets changed, Eric still uses the email attachments. So instead, Megan used the collaboration power of 3D Experience SolidWorks to share the new part with Eric. Megan minimizes the design app and switch to the collaborative tasks. So she's going to create two new tasks and assign them to Eric. So the first task is to finish 4-bar linkage by adding it to the VF2 foot assembly in the SolidWorks. Basic information are all added to this task. So she can also provide an estimated duration in this case of couple of hours. So by doing this, Eric will also be notified to his dashboard that a task has been assigned to him from Megan. So one of the most powerful benefits of 3D experience task is the ability to attach to the attachments. So Megan does not want Eric to have waste time searching for the correct parts or assemblies. So you see how Megan working in a web browser on her mobile device or a single laptop was able to use 3D Creator to create a new linkage part and then assign a couple of tasks for Eric to complete the VF2 food designs. So next, let's see how these all works to seamlessly together in 3D Experience SolidWorks by checking back in with Eric. So here we back in 3D Experience SolidWorks. Earlier you saw how 3D Experience Taskman helped to track the designs and status of the paths files. He could have gone back to the web browser dashboard to do, but as an engineer working in SolidWorks, he can easily access all of the information in his SolidWorks session without leaving. So next, Eric opens the linkage bot and notice how he has able to just open the linkage up, even though it has been created in 3D Creator. So it treated just like any native SolidWorks files only. So we looked at how Eric take a design created in 3D Creator, use it SolidWorks. But what about going through other way? The second task. So he has to create a aesthetic cover for EF2 food. Now going to use the another software 3D Sculpture. It is also a web-based browser tool. So now Eric could have created the cover using traditional surface modeling technique in SolidWorks, but with 3D Experience SolidWorks offers he has a access to 3D Sculpture, a free-form subdivision modeling role. By simply starting with a basic primitive, Eric can quickly create the shape he wants to by pushing and pulling the designs. Also, you can create them fast just like you see Eric going here. So 3D Sculpture has some really powerful tools for sculpting out your design, for example, sketching freehand curves, etc. So back in Eric's 3D Experience dashboard, he opens the VF2 food design in the 3D Play viewer. So 3D Play is a great way for anyone to view designs on the cloud without an extra step having to download or using SolidWorks or eDrawings. So Eric can hide and show paths, check all the internal using the auto exclude feature also. So when finished, Eric posts a screenshot in the design community where the rest of the team members can come on and give their feedbacks. That was a lot to cover, but you've seen that how 3D Experience also helps Eric create a new design using 3D Experience. So now next you saw how Megan was able to work on a single laptop with a 3D creator role. So finally in last part you can see how Eric was used 3D sculpture making the cover of the food. The really important takeaway from all of this is just how is it all interconnected and works seamlessly together as a one cloud-based solution. So with the 3D experience SolidWorks offers, you can now connect the right people with the right time information and the right tools. So one unified platform to make better decisions faster. The 3D experience SolidWorks also has a SolidWorks Visualize that allows you to leverage your 3D CAD data to create photo quality content in the fastest and easiest way possible, from images to animation also, so interactive web content and even and VR outputs also. This really brings your product to life. So right from the beginning, we asked a question: what is the future of design? So we know all this by seeing this contents. The answer is collaboration. Yeah. If you guess the collaboration, you are absolutely right. The way we work together across teams, across locations, and even across disciplines is evolving. With a platform like 3D Experience SolidWorks, we are no longer just designing in isolation. So we are co-creating in real time, and that what will drive innovation forward. Now that we have explored what 3D Experience SolidWorks is, let's talk about what its beneficials from designers, engineers, and teams. So the future of design is collaboration. The way we design is evolving and 3D experience is leading the change. Here are the benefits that make it a game changer. So the first benefit may be store all your product data in a centralized and secure location, access it from any device without any installations. Next, the second benefit may be manage the life cycle of CAD data, simulation models and documentations across disciplines and CAD applications. Then third may be track issues, changes, and like a multiple contributors with a revision control. Then cloud-based design with a 3D creator and 3D sculpture. So you use parametric and subdivision modeling directly in your browser, enabling flexibility, real-time collaboration, and seamlessly integration with SolidWorks. A flexible license option also. So access 3D experience SolidWorks with the cloud-based licensing, allowing you to work from anywhere without traditional serial numbers. With the 3D experience, you are not just designing, you are creating the future together. Now we come to the feedback part. You can see the QR code on the screen to quickly fill out a short feedback form.
We have covered a lot of ground today, and we hope you are leaving with some actionable takeaways. A special thanks to Mr. Ganesh for his insightful contributions, and to our audience, thank you for your engagement and thoughtful questions. We value your feedback, so please let us know what you thought of the webinar. We'll be following up with some additional information as well. And whenever you have any queries regarding 3D Experience, SolidWorks, DraftSite, 2D, 3D designing, any kind of stuff, okay, the thing you should do is just go check our site at simtek.in, right? You can see our website here. Okay, for any queries regarding SolidWorks, please feel free to reach us. We have our contact number here. You can mail us, and for in case of any demo request, you have the options here. You can raise your demo request here. If you want any particular software, all of our products are showcased here. Regarding SolidWorks, 3D Experience Works, which you saw today, and any engineering service regarding reverse engineering, or you are in need of 3D printer scanners or CAD CA service, anything is available here. Or if you are, you want to upgrade yourself in certifications, you can go to the Academia page. You can see the certifications here. You can raise your request. All the certifications are, what are the certifications we are providing exactly is mentioned in this particular page. So you can go on this particular and just click on the particular link and apply for that registration. Within 5 hours, our expert team will reach you and give the support. Okay, if you are a professional who is very much interested in reading blogs, please have a look at it. We have a way more, category of blogs which will deal with the 2D CADs and all the 3D CAD and the cloud solutions. And if you are interested to know about our products, click on the resource tab, go to the product brochures. We have all sort of products what we have in this segment, so it will be easy for you. And at the same way, if you are interested in white papers, we have a whole lot of white papers and particular domains for manufacturing simulation and design. Please go on and check those too. If you are willing to move into SolidWorks, if you want to purchase SolidWorks, okay, if you want to check your system requirements, this is the option here. Click here and check the system requirements. Everything is available on the website. So I request every one of you who attend this webinar to go through this particular, website and make use of it. So it's really a wonderful session. And I really thank once again our presenter, Mr. Ganesh, and all the people who attended this webinar. I hope this is a great takeaway for you. And thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. And we'll surely, get into these events and check out for future events too. We have so many webinars and seminars assigned for, coming days. Go to the events page and check for the further events, and we'll surely meet in the next upcoming events. Thank you once again, guys. Have a great day. Bye.